cleared a chunk of stuff out of this room, ironically just into the wardrobe, and the wardrobe is bowing. The desk has just arrived. The instructions are chunky. I think I'm going to start by making the storage bit. So I'll pop a little photo here of the desk that I have ordered. So, I've got my instructions here. I think first things first is to get all the bits and sort all the bits out. From first touch, it's probably not the best quality, but it was also only 200 quid. So, can't really complain. I've got some legs, 2 things for the drawers. I've got whatever is in here. Handles for the doors, which are quite cute. And then here is all of the bits that I now need to sort out. Right, the cabinet has begun to take some shape. I need to build the shelves and the drawers, and then that's the L-shaped bit. But what has just arrived is loads of deliveries. We are totally gonna need to do a tip run. So in here is our new washing machine. She is large, fab. And then these are all our various deliveries. So Hoover, because our Hoover was basically on its dying deathbed. We got one designed for cats and dogs because preparing for a future life, you know. That is the chair for my office. This is a patch plant delivery. I'm gonna open this just so that they don't die. I have wanted one of these plants for the longest time. Work gave me a patch voucher for, it's actually at Christmas, so like ages ago, alongside some other things. And I've been saving it up for this moment. So I bought 2 plants and 2 plant pots. I have to say, based on previous and this one, patch plant experience, I don't think they're worth it. Like the amount of leaves on this that are broken is absolutely insane. Honestly, if you're in the market for plants, I cannot recommend IKEA enough. If you have an IKEA near you, honestly the best. But I've always wanted a little Chinese money plant, and this is she, so I'm gonna water her and leave her in the sink. And then I got a pot for her to live in. With £50, which is what I had, I managed to get 2 plants and a pot, which I don't think is too bad. But most of the plants that are still alive in my life are either from Sainsbury's or from IKEA. Oh my god, I love it. Isn't she so fun? Like, honestly, so fun. Little blue checkered number. And then I got one more. I got a little tiny snake plant. Partly because the only snake plant I have is my completely out of control snake plant, which is currently in the bedroom, and it is absolutely humongous. I bought it from IKEA 3 years ago, and it's like huge, and it like completely takes over a space. And I really wanted a little one. There's lots of little nooks and crannies in this house where a little plant could just like pop, but it needs to be like a tall, skinny one. So I bought a little snake plant. So she's gonna need watering as well. And then in the bottom of here are loads and loads of leaves of my Chinese money plant. Delivery slip. Is that everything? Yeah, it's just leaves. Right. We are very much gonna have to do a tip run at some point. Like the amount of boxes in this house. The next thing to unbox is the seat for my room. I'm taking a bit of a break from the flat pack furniture because I'm getting tired. Although I think this might be a flat pack chair. Also, fridge. Cute! I got one of those like chairs you can sit cross-legged on because dreamy. Meaning she's absolutely freaking huge. I'm gonna pop you guys on charge, and then it's 12:30. We do have a fridge, it's not on yet, we do now have a fridge. So I think I'm gonna go to the supermarket, buy some bread and some butter, and maybe a sandwich filling. I'll make a sandwich for lunch. I've just made it back from the supermarket, picking up the very first supermarket shop, as in the supermarket shop of food, which is quite an occasion, I feel. So the first things I bought weren't actually food, they're pyjamas. I used to live in a new build, a very warm new build, so I wore short pyjamas all year round. Can't do that anymore. So I've got quite a lot of pyjama tops that I've like inherited from places. I just needed bottoms in pink and one in a sort of bluey, greyish colour. And then everything else is food related. So I grabbed some food for tonight. I've actually never tried this. This is the Heinz tomato, grano padano and mascarpone sauce. And then some penne pasta. So that is dinner for tonight. And then for lunch, bread. I just bought are these called Farmhouse? Yeah, Farmhouse loaf from Sainsbury's. Cheese and ham. And I bought some butter. This is the only butter Alex will eat. I don't know if it's because he's like half French or what it is, but like he's really picky about his butter. And then I bought some egg bites because they were there and I fancied them. I'm gonna make a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch, have a couple of these egg bites, and then it'll be time, more or less, to turn the freezer on and then go and meet Alex in town. Kitchen is like absolutely chaotic again. This room is just giving me all levels of anxiety. Like, I actually kind of want to forget it exists, but unfortunately every time I turn around, it's there. There's so much stuff everywhere. I don't know about you, and I don't know if this is a symptom of something or not, but I just cannot function when my stuff's not where I expect it to be. So although I absolutely love the process of moving and organising and like finding new homes for things, I do find the whole process really unsettling. And it's because I don't know where anything is. Like, Alex, before he left, was like, do you know where the bags for life are? And I had like a full-on mental breakdown because I didn't know where they were. Like, I was not okay. And like I say, I have no idea if that's normal or not. Like, obviously all your stuff not being where you expect it to be is a relatively normal feeling or like thing to get upset about. But I frequently, about once an hour, I would say, if not more, I just absolutely freeze. And it's because I either can't find something, and so I'm just like not even looking because I don't know where to start, or in this situation there's just so much stuff over the side of the kitchen from throughout the day that I just couldn't even fathom the concept of even spreading spread on some bread. Luckily I tend to live quite a tidy existence, so it doesn't really bother me that much, but like I say, it's times like this when you're moving and obviously all your life's in boxes, you're buying new bits of furniture, so it's like packaging everywhere, which is what the side's currently full of. It's only really then when this is like quite debilitating. This fridge is massive. I don't know what we did here. The fridge isn't on. I'm just gonna store the food in the fridge. Absolute elite. And then a couple of these little egg bites. These are like my guilty pleasure. Like, I could eat this entire packet. My desk is set up and it's kind of cool and I really love it. So I've still got my Alex drawers here, which is where my makeup is going to continue to be stored. And then this is my new desk and my new chair. And I bought one of those chairs you can sit cross-legged on because that's just my favourite way to sit at all times of day and night. All set up in the desk department. Tomorrow arrives a mirror and then we need to start thinking about book storage and how we're going to handle that, and whether it's going to be floating shelves or a bookcase or what. But that will be the next point of call. But the desk is now set. The only thing we haven't done is fixed this L shape to the storage compartment, because you have to drill through the plywood material and there's no holes because it's designed so you can put it either end, and we do not possess the power to make a hole through two bits of wood by hand, so we need a power drill, which means we need to either buy one or borrow one. So that will be a job for a later day, but at the moment it at least stays still. I just can't use it to drag myself because it will move, so I have to remember to drag myself via one of these two units instead. I've also put my little Chinese money plant in the corner here. Currently my pajamas are on the side, but we will get there. And I bought my Mac up here. I mean, I haven't even unpacked my clothes into the wardrobe yet, but I bought my Mac up. You know, priorities. I do think I'm going to spend some time this evening unpacking a bit of this room, but potentially not completely finishing it and finishing it off tomorrow morning. And I'm just so happy. This room is so cute. We could have totally made the 2 spare rooms actual spare rooms with beds in it, but we have friends and family stay so infrequently because most of our family live nearby. Well, my family live nearby. Alex's family tend to come for like a week, so prefer to stay in a hotel. And then friends, there's a sofa bed in the lounge. So I feel like it's probably quite selfish, but considering what the like 3 weekends a year probably that someone will stay in the spare room is significantly better served being like a room for me and a room for Alex, and I adore it so much. So as I said, the mirror is arriving tomorrow. I don't know where I'm going to put it. We'll work that bit out, and then I need to sort out some book storage, which I will sort in the coming months. And then there's very helpfully a nail in the wall here for me to source some artwork, which oh my god, the chair just tipped, that was terrifying, which I will sort at some point. And then yeah, the ceiling needs treating because you can see kind of like greyish smudge, which I think is the beginning of mould. But yeah, we're getting there. The kitchen's unpacked, the lounge is like, everything's outside of boxes, it's just not organised. The big thing now for me is the wardrobe and unpacking everything into these 2 drawers. So I'm going to stop yapping because I have no idea how long I've been yapping for, but it's been a while, and let's get unpacking. This is giving all of the feels. This I may shift round, to be honest, to be more here. But at the moment, I love it so much. Obviously there's some bits on the end that need homes. There's books starting to collect. And there's still 8 boxes to unpack. But we at least have made some really good progress. Like this is now all of my clothes. Need to find a new shoe storage situation, but I've got all of my tops and like indoor jackets there. Alex's shirts while you wait for the wardrobe in the bedroom to arrive. And then my bottoms. Got a little doorstop, which is a little dog. Yeah, it's giving cozy. I've always, literally always wanted an L-shaped desk. And I really love this lamp. This lamp came from Amazon and it's one of those touch lamps. So you can turn it off and on here. On the side here, it's got a USB-C and USB charging port, which, given the fact the plug for this desk is actually in the wardrobe, I really wanted a way of being able to charge things. So I thought this was really smart. But yeah, I love the fact you can just like turn it off and on from there, so you don't have to like try and get to the cable. But yeah, this is my little desk setup. I've actually been able to get up and get dressed today and do a little bit of makeup and like wear clothes that I haven't been wearing for the last like week. It's actually felt really, really nice. I've obviously still got lots of stuff in boxes to unbox because all these drawers around the desk are completely empty, but I've made some like really good progress. The mirror's just been delivered. It's now leaning there, and I need to like text my mum and ask her for some help taking things to the tip, because we've got like all the boxes from the furniture and stuff that's been delivered. We've got all the bubble wrap from kind of packaging and stuff. The plan for today is to go to Wix. How thrilling is that? We're gonna go to Wix, we're gonna buy some, now this is gonna get really, this is the type of content you subscribe for. We're gonna get some, what's it called? The words now escaped my brain in all of the joking around. Not pesticide. Fungicide? Fungalcide? Something, it's called something like that. It's designed for mould, to wash mould off the walls. We also need to go and buy some paint samples and some stuff that you can mix in with paint to make the paint mould resistant for houses that are susceptible to mould if not maintained. And that's kind of what this house is. Like, if you look after the house properly, it won't happen. But because of the way the previous people were living here in their like last few months of living here, it's kind of come in. So downstairs is actually all right. And the surveyor said that they think they treated it. So downstairs is fine, but upstairs is not. So we're gonna go and buy some bits and bobs from Wix to help us with those bits. It's a very old house, right? It's like over 100 years old. It needs some love. It needs some TLC, which we will pour into it lovingly. So that is the plan. My mum, my stepdad and my grandmother are coming over for dinner tonight. It'll be our first guests, which is really quite sweet. So they'll be our first guests. Yeah, getting there, just taking time. So if this is a new video, welcome back. If it's not, let's roll on with the day. It's quite a bit later. I've removed the boxes, but I've now created a mega book box, which is fun to move. This is the mirror, which I need to turn around at some point. This says to send it into like mild chaos, which is not making me feel great. I will organise that probably later. Here's the washing drying. The window is cracked open because of that. But my mum, stepdad and grandmother arrive soon. So we have prepped downstairs accordingly. Look, this is our little dining table setup. We've expanded it so there's a little bit more space, especially for person who sits at the end. It's giving cute. This is still giving chaos. And like this, there's still like some chaos in this room, but my mum obviously appreciates we've only just moved in. But yeah, it's really, really quite sweet. This room is actually now starting to feel like a living room. So Alex is currently making a cottage pie because it just felt like the best thing to make. It's quite cold, it's homely. We can like prep it now so that when they get here, we just need to put it in the oven. And then, like I said, you can put it on the end of the table. People can kind of take what they want. It felt like an easy thing to make for our like first party, dinner party, evening activity. I've picked up a couple of books and a couple of things from the charity shops over the last couple of days. The thing I cannot get over is books in these charity shops are £2 for £1. Where I've just lived, they were like £3.99 or £2.99 each, and now I can get like 2 for £1. I also bought this, which will be my little evening activity when December hits. It's a little jigsaw of a little snowy village scape. I just thought it'd be a nice little fun, cozy winter activity. And then one thing I really, really want to get is some really, really thick wool to make one of those like really thick blankets. I've seen those people doing it online where you don't actually need like a needle or anything. You just sort of thread it with your fingers and tie basically lots of little like half knots. I really want to do that as one of my evening activities. I basically want to get more hobbies in this house. I just feel like it's a space for hobbies. Yeah. It's like they were never here. Kitchen's back to normal. Got some new plants. Got some little bits. But yeah, I'm gonna grab my phone, head upstairs, and yeah, cute. So they've gone home. It's actually, I think, yeah, 10 to 9. So pretty sociable because my stepdad's a lorry driver and wakes up at stupid o'clock in the morning to go to work. So yeah, they go to bed at like 8 PM. So they've already left. I am upstairs currently importing some footage onto my computer because it's definitely something I can do with next to no Wi-Fi is edit. So that's currently what's going on right now. And I thought while that's happening and I'm watching some YouTube videos, I'm currently watching a video by Scriff. Is it called Scriff's Co? Her name's Harriet. I don't really know how to pronounce her handle. And I thought what I would do is start unpacking my makeup into my makeup drawer. I do generally think this might be a second video or even potentially a third one. There is so much footage from this move. But yeah, I think I might start unpacking the makeup into this drawer. I did also turn the mirror around. She's a really good sized mirror. And then I think I've pretty much unpacked everything I can. There's 2 boxes downstairs still to go, which won't take me too long. And then the rest of the stuff is which I need a bookcase for, which will go in that little space there next to the mirror. But I need to order it. And at the moment, I think I might hit a little bit of a pause on non-essential purchases just for a bit, just to like settle. And then we will continue with the bookcase. But yeah, I'm gonna go sort these drawers out and I will be right back. Editing for the last hour or so, trying to get some of this footage underway and organised, but I think it's now time to go to bed. It is 10:30, which is the latest I've stayed up for quite some time. I've got quite a lot done. I think it's time to curl up in bed and go to sleep, and then tomorrow is the weekend, which feels very much the same as what we've had the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I'm gonna lock my computer go to bed. See you in the morning. Right, I'm gonna put on a nice thick jumper because it is cold, and I'm gonna go for an all brown look. I haven't got any makeup on. I probably look like a slight disaster, but I've got on brown pleather trousers and then a brown jumper. It's giving brown. I'm back in my little room upstairs. I've just finished this and I've already pre-ordered the paperback for the second one, which comes out at the end of November. I loved it. It was so good. To begin with, I was like, I'm not sure. And then the more I read, and then the ending. So yeah, I had honestly the best time reading this book. I'm gonna pop it over here. This is like slight chaos of, I've read some of these books, I haven't read some other ones. They're just kind of all here until my storage arrives for them. Starling House, Babel. Should I read the next Finley Donovan? Or no, this. I might read this. This is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I hear so many good things about this. So I think this is going to be my next read. And I'm going to sort this out because that's book 3 and 4. And I haven't read book 2. Some of these books are very summary. So I'm actually going to make that my little seasonal TBR. So I'm going to reorganise that. But this is my next book. There you go. This is my list. I feel like it's quite a nice mix of different genres, which is totally my thing. So you've got the next Finley Donovan book, which is book 2, 2 Lucy Foley books, The Guest List and The Paris Apartment. Got 2 Taylor Jenkins Reid books because I bought basically her entire back catalogue from a charity shop. Tia Williams' 7 Days in June, Bunny by Mona Awad? Something like that. Exciting Times. This is the second. Oh no, this is the fourth. I need to swap that out for the second. Reckless, Starling House, Babel, Cleopatra and Frankenstein, and then The Understudy by David Nichols. So I need to swap that book out. And then this is my little upcoming TBR. And I think I'm going to go back to editing on my computer. It is so chilly in here because the window is open because the washing is in here. I actually haven't left the house all day. I'm gonna head out to B&M's to pick up a few bits that I need. Random things like a bathroom bin, hopefully some bins just generally for upstairs. There were some other things. What were the other things I had on my list? I probably should like think about it, but I also just want to leave the house. Like I just want to like get outside. So yeah, I want a jar. I kind of really want a jar and some post-it notes to start a little TBR jar, which would be really cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go head outside and go for a walk. It'll also be quite interesting to see how I feel walking around where we've moved to in the dark, because I've never done that by myself yet before. I mean, it's a relatively safe area, but it'll be interesting to see how I feel nonetheless. So it's absolutely freaking freezing outside. I got out my scarf. So this scarf Alex's mum bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago. No idea where it's from because it actually doesn't have a label. I'm gonna grab my coat, head out, and yeah, 1, get some fresh air, 2, go and experience what it's like walking around on my own because sometimes I will be coming back on my own. 2, go pick up some bits I need to get, and I've lost count because I'm pretty sure I said 2 twice. I'm gonna head off and let's see what we pick up. I'm only back from the shop, picked up some things I went for, some things I didn't, which is kind of what happens. The first thing I bought that I really didn't need is another plant. I have a problem and now I have a big house. So this is some kind of pothos, I assume, although it says Epiprimum. I have no idea, but it's cute. So I bought a little plant. And then this Amika bag, shockingly from Amika, is honestly the best bag for carrying things around. The straps are huge, the bag is huge, the bag is not heavy either. I bought some oats. These are just Quaker's porridge oats. Honestly, it's cold, it's winter. This is a particularly chilly house and I just thought porridge in the morning sounded delightful. And then I bought 3 packs of Angel Delight because I am in the 70s or whenever these were popular. And now for the bits I actually went for. One is a little jar. This is where I'm going to put my TBR prompts, little hint for what's to come. And then I also bought, to write the prompts on, some post-it notes in like nice little pastel colours. So these are really cute. And then I'm fed up of not having any bins upstairs, and I couldn't find a bin for the bathroom. So instead I bought a bin for my office / room, which we can just like use upstairs and then migrate to my room when we get the bin for upstairs. So this is just a white bin, and it's honestly just as simple as that. I finished making my little TBR jar. It's full of prompts, like chock-a-block full of prompts. So if I pick one out at random to give you a little sample, oh, there's 2 in here. This one says, a book with a quest. There you go. I'm going to show you the other one that was in there. A book with a black cover. So like, for example, I could have picked The Serpent and the Wings of Night, which is the book I just finished. So these are my little TBR prompts. The last thing I have to get for this room, to make this room complete, is a bookcase where I will obviously keep my TBR. At the moment I'm just going to read, oh, it doesn't actually close. At the moment I'm just going to read prompt free and just keep reading as I fancy, but I'm planning for December to pick a TBR from this TBR jar, and I just think it'll be really fun. Good morning and welcome to Sunday, the very last day before we go back to work and hopefully get a bit of a routine back in our lives. Today, the main focus is sorting out all the rubbish that's in this room so that we can go to a tip and get rid of some of it. And then I'm going to put the boxes in the shed so that my brother can come pick them up when he is ready. The main thing for today, we've unpacked every single box we now can unpack until furniture arrives. We've also got 5 boxes to break down. We've got 2 that just had like random last minute kitchen stuff, then 2 that had coats in, and 1 that had my bedside table in. They've all been unpacked, so those boxes need breaking down, and then I might just take those ones straight out into the shed. I've also got the metal drawers that were in our wardrobe in Greenwich. We don't really need them in the wardrobe here. What I might end up doing is, or what I am going to do, is put those in the shed and then use them as like shed storage. The other thing we need to do today is the little paint samples. So these are our paint samples from Dulux. We've got some for the accent wall in the main living room, and then some as our kind of like off-whites around the house. So these are our accent wall colours. We've got stone washed blue, teal voyage, and indigo shade. We think this might be too dark, so it's likely going to be one of those 2. And then instead of just like bright white literally everywhere, these are our kind of like slightly off white colours that we have bought. So jasmine white, which is a more kind of like cream based white, Egyptian cotton, which is a very kind of like warm cream, and then soft stone, which is a very pink undertone. That is the plan. And let's roll on. The last Sunday we have to head back to our normal, well, at least new normal routine. Food shop's just been delivered. We've got some frozen sweet corn, some pork and apple sausages, some minced beef, 2 more packs of sausages, pork loin steaks, salmon fillets, cheese, pre-made spinach and ricotta tortellini, and cheese and smoked ham tortellini, frozen sweet corn, pasta flour, eggs, plain flour, I want to say. No, that's plain flour, so that's self-raising. Sugar, baked beans, brown sugar, loo roll, vegetable stocks, digestives, bin bags, Weetos, marigolds, 2 packs of decaf tea, sunflower oil, 2 things of squash, ketchup, mayonnaise, tin tomatoes, more baked beans, pasta, rice, and then some passata. Right, now I need to work out what this is going to live. So we've just got a couple of things ordered from online. Downstairs is the basket for the firewood, fire starters, the gloves we need to like open and close the door once the fire started, and a power drill. I ordered some books. So I've got a lot of books arriving over the next couple of weeks. I've also done some damage in a mixture of places. So these are all the books that I've bought from charity shops, and there's also loads of stuff here from the works. I'm going to keep them all stored up until the bookcase is here, and then we can do a big organisation video. But let's open up these 2 packages so we can at least put the cardboard in the cardboard pile. Oh yeah, so when I went to the charity shop, I bought 2 books from the charity shop in where we live, but I accidentally bought 2 books that were part of a series and I didn't buy the first book. So this is Peter James' The House on the Cold Hill, because I had bought the second one for this but didn't have the first. So this is a series that I've been wanting to read for a while, but have been putting off because I've been moving, and I mean, it didn't put me off buying any other books, let's face it. But if any of you like book hauls, in my birthday vlog I bought loads and loads of books, because I got given a gift voucher for my birthday from my mother-in-law, so I spent it on books. I've got my little cup of tea, a little digestive. I'm currently editing the moving in day, and just like watching me have like a full-on mental breakdown the day we moved into this house. I was so unbelievably overwhelmed, and like I still don't feel completely settled, or like this doesn't really feel like home yet. But I'm definitely settling, and I'm excited to see what we can make of this and how we can make this a home eventually. And I'm just... So you can probably hear the gas hob on, but we got our delivery from online for the last little bits. There's a few more bits coming over the next couple of days. We've got a nice basket to put our wood in for our fireplace. So this house has a wood burner, so needed a little basket for the wood. We also got some heat-proof gloves. Sure. We got some cleaner for the fireplace. This is stove glass cleaner. We bought loads of fire starters, and then we've got some kindling outside because some of our deliveries came in wood for some reason. So got some kindling outside, and then got some wood on the way. And then the last thing we got, because it was getting absolutely tiring, is an electric drill, because the amount of flat pack furniture we have, building it all from scratch, was driving us up the wall. So got a little electric drill, and at the moment I am making spag bol with the leftover ragu that we had from the cottage pie on Friday. So spag bol, and then we're going to have a nice glass of wine. I'm going to end this video here. We have made it to the end of the very first week of being a homeowner. We got our keys on Monday. Today is Sunday evening, or at least now is Sunday evening, and we're going to go to bed in about half an hour. Wake up tomorrow morning, and it'll officially be 7 days since we got our keys, and we go back to work. So this is like the end of the move-in period, because as of Monday, life resumes, I guess. We need to find our new routines, we need to find our new normal, we need to find the new things that we want to do every single week. We had our routine in our previous flat down to an absolute T. I've had the same flat and the same job and the same life partner for 3 years. And now we've got a new house in a new location with a whole lot of new. So yeah, I am relatively settled. I mean, that is still the desk topper from my old desk. So, you know, as settled as you can be after living in a house for less than a week. But we've at least got all of our, well, most of our possessions now out of boxes and at least into some form of storage. So I would class it as a success as we go into return to work. Still don't have Wi-Fi. There are still quite a lot of like essential things that we don't have, but we are very much getting there, and I'm very excited for the life that we can lead in this house. So I'm going to end this video here, and yeah, we can start tomorrow with trying to find some form of routine in the very busy Christmas period, but like trying to find some form of routine in our very new life. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment, join me as I discover what my new life is going to be like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!